Hello. Welcome to the Janelle Show. I am here today to just give a little bit of encouragement. I know I have been MIA for a little while. Truth is, getting persons to come onto the show and their time syncing with mine, it's somewhat of a problem. So, I intend to have in pursuit of continued. However, it will just be not as organized and not as monthly or weekly as I would have liked to have it before. So now it would be more of me sharing intuitively. Yeah. That said, let's get in. So I was thinking, based on what I see on my Facebook posts, the timeline, and what other people have been sharing. And it seems like this is a season where everyone seems to be going through it. And I think it's the perfect time to talk about destiny. Guys, we are faced with so many challenges. We are faced with being tired all the time. We are faced with long commutes to work. We are faced with financial issues sometimes. We are faced with constant drama at times. And all these seasons come and they go. Just as they come. Sometimes when they leave, we didn't even realize that they left. However, try to be mindful during these situations that regardless of what they are, nothing can stop your destiny but you. So during these seasons, try to employ a mindset of positivity. What exactly is a mindset of positivity? I mean, we hear this word throwing around all sorts and all sorts of affiliations and all sorts of forums. This word positive is just flung all over. But when you want to think positive, it's really you intentionally making an input into what you are thinking. As human beings, we have been cultured to think negatively, and to encourage positive mindsets which is harder when in a situation, let's say, you need tires, and you know that there's a fine for bad tires, but at this time you just had a dental appointment, or you just had to pay off a loan, or something, your kitchen flooded, something happened that would have just taken your cash that you would have had, your free cash that you would have had just in case, your emergency fund. And here it is, your tires are doing too much. They are binding, they are cutting, they are doing everything that they shouldn't do. And you are seeing how damaged they are. They're not holding on wet roads, and you're just here like, where is the grip, Lord Jesus? Take the wheel, add the grip to the tires, just give me a little more time. And then you see a roadblock and you're like, what is happening? I am going to die. Today the ticket is going to take me to my limit and I just can't do anymore. Moments like these, cash in to that positive thought. Lord, I'm going through this, but I am alive. So that means somehow, somewhere, this situation is going to turn around. Somehow, somewhere, I can't see it. But this situation is going to make me better. Somehow, somewhere, I'm going to be able to open and receive the things that you have for me. Because, listen, there is no way possible that I am going through all this to end up in a bad place. I have to be going through all this because life is not for disappointment. Yes, we get disappointments, but these disappointments must somehow bring some type of reward. Every disappointment will bring some type of reward, and you have to continue. Well, I suggest, because I am not a counselor. I'm not a how to put this. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a life liver and learner. So when these situations arise, I would suggest that you try to change the way you think. So go from I can't to Lord, something great is coming. And because of you, I can. I will. I shall overcome this. You may have to just practice this. Don't get me wrong, it may not take a year, it may not take a day, it may not take 2 weeks, it may take years for you to develop that mindset where every situation that hits you, you overcome it with positive thinking. It's not a one-night fix, it's not a one-size-fits-all, but you have to learn to adapt that positive type of thinking, how you talk to yourself. You have to make sure that it brings you out of that depressed mood. Even if now, let's say you have to start sticking things around your house to remind you that you are beautiful, sticking things around your car because that's what you have. You borrow a pen and you have to write it on your hand. Do something to get you out of that mindset and say it until you believe it, because that's the only way you can go forward, and that's the only how you cannot stop your destiny. Now, earlier I said nothing can stop your destiny but you, and that in itself is, to me, such a powerhouse of positivity. Imagine you see your life going to hell in a handbasket, but you're alive, so you know where there's life, there's hope. And because where there's life, there's hope, you as an individual now understand that, okay, regardless of what I see is taking place before me, I know that this is not God's best. I know that I'm not just going to end up being here in a negative place or in a sad place or in a pity party for the rest of my life. Once I have life, better is coming. Once I have life, greatness is coming. Once I have life, regardless of what is surrounding me, there is something good that is coming. Let me share a personal story. The other day, this week I was hungry. When I say hungry, I mean hungry. I did not have $1 in my wallet. I have 2 now. Anyway, I didn't have $1 in my wallet. I had no food and I was just like, what is happening? What to even cook? Today I was able to make some food. I'm not going to tell you what I made, but today I was able to make some food. And it's instances like that, even though it may not be something big to somebody, while it is I had no food for a few days, I still ate. I was still able to have something to drink, and to me, that is better than having nothing. I didn't have to reach to a stage where I had to beg, borrow, or steal. I did not have to go to the garbage. So those little things, to me, are worth sharing. I'm not looking for a pity party. I was just sharing that so you can see that while this week is only Thursday here in Trinidad, Thursday the 9th, my sister's birthday, happy birthday Janika, while it's just that short period, there has been progress. So you really just have to stop and take time and get that mindset that takes you out of I can't do better, I will never, and takes you into I shall, I will, I am able to. Guys, I'm sorry for this being that long, but I hope you guys are able to really hear what I said, apply it where possible, and give me some feedback. Let me know how today's intuitive talk on the Janelle show, how it's helped you, or if it hasn't helped you. Let me get a discussion. What are your views on it? Give me some of your real life and real time feedback. Anyway, hugs and kisses. Thank you for listening. Till next time, be good, stay safe. Love you all.